Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you guys here. So today we are going to be doing a pick a card reading for you guys, and this pick a card reading's topic is what 3 timelines are opening up for you next year. Alright, so we are going to see what timelines basically are opening up, are activating for you, which could bring challenges, obstacles, or which could bring new beginnings. What kind of timelines are you activating in your life next year? Alright, so this could pertain to 2024, but this can also pertain to any next year that we are talking about. Alright, as you can watch this in 2025 and you can see this for 2026 as well, but this is about next year. Alright, so you have 3 options in front of you: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pick whichever option is pulling you the most. You can pick all 3 options. Sometimes the story develops from one option to the next, so it's like a whole story, right? You can pick 2 options, 1 option. The ball is totally in your court, my loves. Alright, so I'll see you in your readings, my loves. Check out the description box if you want to check out my exclusive pick a card readings, not available anywhere on YouTube. Alright, you can also check out the description box if you would like to book a personal reading with me. And you can also donate to the channel through my PayPal given below. Alright, my loves, so I'll see you in your reading. Peace. Alright, so pile 1, this is a very mysterious reading. Alright, so let's see what is coming up for you guys next year. What timelines are you tapping into? Alright, so Spirit, tell me about the first timeline for pile 1. The first timeline that pile 1 is activating next year for themselves. The first timeline that pile 1 is activating for themselves, November. So the next year in November, you're activating a timeline. Okay, this is something that is very major for you, and this is something that's fated for you as well. Okay, so November is a very significant month next year for you to be able to activate this timeline. Okay, now let's see what is the next timeline, the second timeline, Spirit, for pile 1. What is the second timeline for pile 1? What is the second timeline for pile 1? Some of you could be Scorpio as well. We have second timeline, we have the torch. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness and understanding. Some of you are getting spiritual downloads or spiritual gifts. Alright, and then we have shield. You need to defend yourself. What is going on here? Pile 1. Okay, so the second timeline is torch and shield. Let's get the third timeline. The third timeline that pile 1 is activating, Spirit. Third timeline that pile 1 is activating next year. Okay, we have 2 again, claw, and we have unicorn. Wow. Okay, be careful, do not take risks, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Okay, y'all got a lot of cards. I was expecting just 1 card for each timeline, but yeah. Okay, so first of all, with the November card here, next year, I'm sensing that there is a disintegration of something that was going on in the past for you. Okay, so if there were issues in terms of you having money, you having a proper environment to live in, you going through financial difficulties, I feel like the next year, November, is very significant in terms of you manifesting whatever it is that you want financially. Okay, I see you overcoming a huge obstacle by the month of November. Okay, I see the sun is coming out, even though November is winter time, but I see the sun coming out for some of you. So the next year, winter, is going to be very fruitful, enlightening, and it's going to show you the hard work that you have put in your work and the fruits of your labor that are coming out of that hard work, of you being able to conquer your challenges and you getting the fruits after conquering the challenges. So November is a significant month for that, is what I'm feeling. Okay, we will clarify that even more to understand what that is. Okay, so that's the first timeline. November is the first timeline that you are activating, pile 1. Okay, and this November is no joke, because there's something that's happening after November that is going to catapult you into like more success, more growth, more opportunities. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, now the second timeline is spiritual development. Okay, so that is telling me that you could become the torch bearer for spiritual development, like you are activating a timeline where you are like a spiritual leader. Okay, doesn't have to be that, but I feel like whatever career you are into, there's going to be a lot of development in your abilities to be able to be successful in that career, right? That's why we have development here. I feel like there's a lot of personal development that's coming within you next year, which is then causing you to not only enlighten yourself but others through the information that you're coming about with. Okay, I see your awareness expanding. Okay, and you being able to understand a lot more people than how much you could in the past. Okay, maybe you were a bit closed off to people, maybe you were a bit closed off to the abundance that you truly can achieve, right? Maybe the fear of being seen, or there were certain phobias or certain issues where you wanted to hide yourself rather than openly show yourself. And I feel like next year you are becoming a leader, like you are leading people literally, because of your ability to maybe go within and do the healing and shadow work on yourself, work on your emotional body, mental body, physical body, making it stronger, sharper, more aware, more enlightened, right? So I feel like you are becoming the leader in whatever career you are in by next year. Okay, and this is why you have had to go through certain challenges this year, where you have had to struggle. Maybe there are people who backstabbed you, betrayed you, did not show you the way, did not show you the light. You didn't know how to move forward in the right direction. You didn't know which direction to go into as well. I feel like you were very lost. Okay, you felt lost. Okay, you felt kind of defenseless in a way this year, but next year I see you activating your defenses. I feel like you will learn how to stand up for yourself, how to be a leader. And if people are like, you know, they are just trying to create problems in your life next year, you will know how to shield yourself away from them. Like you will not give in to gossip, you will not give in to low vibrational energies or energies that basically want to bring you down with them because they are suffering or they are struggling, and they want you to be miserable just like they are internally, right? Because they can do the work just like you did, but they don't want to do. They want to take shortcuts, they want to leech off of you, they want to bring you down. So I feel like your spiritual development is heightening next year to the point where you are learning how to defend yourself, protect yourself, shield yourself from people, because you are becoming a leader. And for being a leader, you need to also know that there is a fine line between people who look up to you and people who are jealous of you, people who want to take from you, people who are aggressive, you know, in terms of conquering what you have, right? So you're learning to strengthen yourself physically, mentally, spiritually next year, which is then making you a leader and also helping you not only protect yourself but shield people who need that shielding. Shield people from any negative impacts that the world could have on them in some way. Interesting. So you could be like a part of a collective next year where you are like protecting people from certain issues or certain toxicities that are going on in the government, or certain energies that are trying to basically have an agenda. Okay, you know how to shield people from certain attacks or something like that is going on here, because we have defense and we have torch here. So you could be leading like protests, or you could be leading leading like a group of people in something. Okay, it could be protests, it could be a group of people in the kind of business venture that you are starting. Okay, so that is the second timeline that you are literally activating, pile 1. Okay, and the third timeline, some of you could be also working out, or like you could be starting an exercise regime where you are doing energy work along with workout. So like learning to channel your chi in your body, your prana in your body. Okay, that's something I'm hearing as well. You could also be teaching this to others, like you could be teaching people how to defend themselves, or how to have self-defense basically. Now you could also be teaching people how to defend themselves spiritually. So it could be spiritual defense, mental defense, physical defense. You could be getting into these things next year, okay, because you will become an expert in this by next year in some way, shape or form. Pile 1, okay, specifically for you. The third one we have is 𝗏, do not take risks. Okay, so with that I'm hearing that it's like people, the timeline that you're activating where you know how to defend yourself in such a multi-dimensional way, I'm hearing, like you can multi-dimensionally defend yourself because of the knowledge you have, because of the awareness that you have and the spiritual understanding you have of what's coming, what's going to happen next, and people trusting you to be the leader, right? I feel like you'll be able to guide people on what risks to take and what risks to protect themselves from as well. Okay, and by you not taking risks, it's like people will know that this is something that they should not do as well. Okay, because people will be listening to you, people will be looking up to you. And pile 1, it's like you're not used to this, because I was saying that you were maybe hiding away for a very long time, or you were in hermit mode, you were healing yourself, doing your inner work, right? But now it's like people are looking to you because you have done the inner work, and many people have not been able to do the inner work, right? So it's like now people are looking at you to be able to teach them what you learned, or can you guide them, or can you lead the way for them, right? And you are scared because it's like this is the first time you are being asked to do something where maybe in the past you were underestimated, or you were not looked up to on such a high regard, where now it's like everything relies upon you or depends upon you, right? Now this could be in your family, this could be in the society, this could be at your business, this could be on the world at large. Take it how it relates, all right? For some of you, it's like if you have big ambitions, you have big missions, you will be doing it on big levels. Whereas some of you, if you have smaller missions like taking care of your community or your family itself, you will be the leader of your family. You will be the leader in your love relationship. You will be the leader in your society, whatever it is, okay, your city, okay. You'll be the spokesperson because you have a lot of knowledge, and the research that you have done is something that people can count on, people can rely upon, and they're looking up to you for answers. So you will not be used to this, but you will have to take charge, okay. Some of you definitely are Scorpios here. You like to hide, but it's time for you to shine, all right? Shine your light. And you will teach people what to take risks on and what to not, okay. The third timeline you're also activating is your intuition is sparking up like crazy, okay. You're getting downloads in your dreams. You're able to make very quick decisions which are accurate. You're able to make quick predictions which are accurate. Predictions as in allowing people to not take certain risks, making people feel comfortable with what you're saying, being able to empathize with people when they are coming to you with certain questions that only you can answer. Okay, sometimes you may not know the answer, but with the third timeline that you're activating, I see that your third eye is sparking open next year. Okay, and you will be able to see if someone is taking an unnecessary risk, and you will be able to stop them midway. Some of you have a spiritual gift activating where you will be able to see like final destination stuff. Literally, like you will be able to stop an accident from happening before it happens, because you get an intuitive download that that plane is going to crash, so you don't even go on that plane, you don't even go on that flight, or you guide others to not do that, or to not go on this website, or it's a scam website, and you're able to see things before they happen. And so you are able to warn other people of what is to come, what is about to come, and how to defend themselves, protect themselves in order to safeguard each other, okay. And that's how you're building a community next year as well. Pile 1, wow, that's deep, all right. So pile 1 spirit, we have opposition. Okay, for November we have opposition. Let's get for torch and shield. Spirit, tell me about torch and shield. We have conjunction. Okay, wow, empowerment, yeah. And tell me about claw and unicorn. We have 2 cards for claw and unicorn, complexity and Taurus. Okay, Scorpio Taurus axis is coming here very strongly. Okay, you could be a Leo, Cancer, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra. Okay, your ascendant could be activated next year. Leo and Aquarius axis is also coming here. Okay, so yeah, I feel like pile 1 from November next year, I feel like there's going to be some kind of an opposition in front of you. Okay, this could be opposition in terms of you leading a few people, and there is opposition to that community who you are leading. It could be your family and it facing another opposition. It could be your community and it facing another opposition, and you are making your community realize about the strengths and the weaknesses of your clan, of the team that you are leading, right? Whatever it may be, on a small scale or a large scale, you are able to balance it out by basically studying it from a neutral perspective. Pile 1. Okay, so you are becoming very neutral and you are learning what the opposing forces are to what it is that you are doing. Okay, and I feel like this will allow you to then relate to the opposition, be able to see what the mirroring energy is within you and the opposition, and be able to confront through interaction the opposition, right? So I feel like there could be some opposition, maybe in the form of people who do not agree with your leading abilities, people who do not agree with what you're saying, right? It could be in the family, maybe you are becoming the leader and some people in the family who had the power are jealous, just like you see in the season Crown, right? When she gets crowned, it's like her husband starts feeling insecure. Okay, starts losing his mind and then starts cheating on her and things like that to kind of bother her because he's lost. So similarly, I feel like you are getting that crown and people around you are not used to you being the leader as well. So it's like there could be some opposition with you from people close to you or people on a larger level, right? Take it how it relates with you guys. It depends on what your dreams are. Like, are your dreams ambitious enough to be humanitarians, or do you want to stick to your family and lead the family and break generational curses within the family and do it in your bloodline, right? So it will depend on what levels you are on, but I feel like you will be able to bring balance in some way to the opposition as well. Since you see the opposition, you're able to then neutralize the opposition in some way, shape or form next year. Okay, so that's something that's coming through in November. So that's the first timeline that we picked up, okay, where you will be able to balance the opposing forces in your life, and you will be learning that lesson next year. And that is the timeline you're activating to be able to learn how to balance yourself, because some of you could be extremists, some of you could believe in one thing very extremely, and spirit is going to ask you to be neutral, more in the middle. Okay, so you'll be learning that next year, to be able to empathize with others, to be able to lead with empathy, with your heart intact, you know, and not to just do it for the sake of what you know and shoving it down others' throats, right? Not being harsh about leadership, but also not completely being detached from your responsibilities within that leadership, where you could care less, right? So there's a balance that is coming in within your life in the first timeline that you're activating. Okay, and that is also through your internal balance manifesting outside, right? So if there is certain things that you fight with yourself about, or there could be some internal arguments that you have, maybe you want a lot of money, right, but you grew up in poverty, so there's this clash within your subconscious mind about, yes, I want money, I want a lot of money, right? And at the same time, you know that your parents never had money, or they struggled a lot about money, right? So it's like you are learning how to mix and match in order to heal certain subconscious patterns and blocks that were actually blocking you from really manifesting what it is that you want. Okay, so you are able to figure that out, figure that formula out for yourself, pile 1. Okay, Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Look at the stones here, right? Balancing themselves, right? Some of you could be hiking in nature, going a lot in nature next year as well, in November. Like November may be like you focusing on how to basically do things more in nature rather than doing things on technology or something like that. Like you could be leading people out of technology and into nature in some way, okay? Alright, so that is the first timeline we are seeing. You're making conscious every subconscious pattern that was blocking you, which is activating your spiritual gifts and your third eye, right? So the second timeline we are seeing for you is, once you balance the opposing forces within, the second timeline automatically activates, where you are now able to lead people with a state of being able to enhance them. So accepting them for who they are, okay, accepting people who are opposing you for who they truly are, okay, and yet be able to join forces with them. So you will be able to get more of your opposition, or people who oppose you, or people who are your enemies, or people who don't think like you. You will be able to literally talk to them and convince them to come on your side, convince them to say that you are not on their side, you are not on your side, you are in the middle. So something about like Gandhi is coming through, like you will be very much neutral in your perspective. Now I'm not saying Gandhi is a very good man or a bad man, right? We all know about like his stuff that has come out. So but I'm just giving you an example of his public image, right, of that balance that is coming through for you guys. Pile 1. Okay, so with this I'm hearing that you will become the torch bearer for others to be able to defend themselves by getting consultation, advice, guidance through you, which will then help them enhance their lives, strengthen themselves, and they will want to join forces with you because they are benefiting off of the value that you are bringing to the table, because you are activating them, because you are activated, right? Some of you could start wearing very bright colors, okay? You will start popping out, you will start showing your true self, you will not hide anymore. I see you very bright, like shining in front of people in some way, shape or form, okay? And even when you're shining, you know how to defend yourself. That is the most beautiful thing here, okay? I feel like you will be in a position of authority, which will be very intense for people, okay? People will see you as an intense authority in some way, okay? And they will want to ally with you to be able to then strengthen your bond with them and to enhance their lives as well as yours. So there's going to be like this joint effort next year, which will help you empower yourself and others through this timeline that is activating, okay? And the third timeline I'm seeing is with complexity and Taurus, okay? Something about your senses is going to change. Maybe your food, like your food intake habits, your habits of maybe you had a very complex life before, or you believe you overcomplicated things in the past, okay? In the past you maybe overcomplicated your intuition, you analyzed a lot more, you tried to dig deep into like information, logic or knowledge. But now next year there's a portal that's activating which will allow you to tap more within, like go learn from your knowledge within, right? That gut feeling that you get instantly when you see a person and you feel something and you know this person is good or bad, or this person has good intentions or bad intentions, or what's going on, or a mixture of them. Like you get a gut feeling about it. So it's like that. You'll be able to make decisions like that, okay? And it's going to become very simple for you. Like you will make right decisions very quickly, like at the snap of a finger, at the blink of an eye. You'll be able to make decisions that will catapult you into this position of authority, which is going to not only empower you and others, but it is also going to protect others and defend others from like final destination stuff happening, literally, okay? That is the kind of leader you are going to become. Now next year I'm seeing something about spaceship here, okay? So something about aliens, unicorns is coming through, okay? Something about you knowing what aliens are or what they use, or you have a lot of knowledge about aliens maybe, or you will in the future, okay? You're activating a timeline in the future, in the next year, where you are basically demystifying codes of aliens, codes and complexities of contradictions within our system, you are able to break them down in some way, okay? Or even within your personal life, on a smaller level, I feel like you are able to have a more simple life rather than a complex life. Be able to approach life with a more like a minimalist view, I'm hearing. Even though you are popping out with like colorful clothes or whatever, it's like there's a simplicity to you, a simplicity to how you live life, a simplicity to how like you deal with puzzles, you know, because you deal with puzzles on the daily. I feel like you have become simple yourself, like you have simplified your life, okay? And that is what is going to allow you to solve complicated, complex codes given by aliens, and like decoding songs or information sent by the shadow government, or information it's like you are going to be able to decode those things, okay? You could also be learning about symbols, you could be mastering symbols, okay? The complexity of symbols, maybe ancient language. I'm hearing like you suddenly wake up and you like start like speaking another language, or it's like you're downloading a language from your dreams through your third eye, and you're able to like solve complex equations through that particular language that you learned through the astral realm just by downloading it. Like your intuition is going to open wide, okay? Because we have the sun here. The sun is gifting you with moon as well. So sun is gifting you psychic abilities, okay? Your psychic abilities are literally with the Jupiter expanding, okay? You could also be traveling a lot next year. You could be overcoming your fears of being seen, of being in public, okay? I feel like whatever mysticism you get into next year, you will be able to uncover all the puzzle pieces that have been thrown your way, okay? So you will also, you could become an educator next year. You could start teaching people about these things. Like I said, there is a word here called educates, okay? So you are going to educate people. You will make people more and more curious about like these strange phenomena that is going on in the cosmos because of your own psychic abilities of like intuition, to be able to stop something from happening before it happens, okay? That is deep, collective. Like this is, I didn't expect that. All right. And something about Taurus, so something about your home could be changing. Any kind of financial matters are definitely changing for you. You're becoming more productive next year. You will become more fertile, tactile, okay? You'll be very worthy, and you will look very delicious to like the opposite sex, or if you're into the same sex, you will be attracting a lot of them, okay? There's a lot of pleasure seeking that you will be after, or you and your partner will seek a lot of pleasures together, okay? You could attract a sensual partner, or you could be the sensual one that is attracting a mate to you, okay? Someone who is going to love the depth and the complexity of your being. Yeah, there's something very sensual about you. This person is also going to be very possessive of you and also very loyal towards you, okay? And they will be very patient in order to get to know you on a deeper level, okay? Because you're a very complex unicorn that they have to decode, all right? They see you as an alien, okay? That's what is coming through as well. So spirit, anything else for pile 1 next year? The 3 timelines for next year. The 3 timelines for next year. November. Tell me about November. Indulgement. We have persuasion, bribe, and temptation. Yeah, I feel like there is going to be in November next year, there's going to be like people trying to bribe you because of the gifts and abilities that you are slowly developing. It's like the opposition knows that if they have you on their side, that they will win. So they will try to bribe you. Okay, now this opposition could come in small form or large form. It could be bigger companies, it could be family members as enemies, right? Take it how it relates. But this is someone trying to like tempt you and bribe you out of your position, because you know a lot, right? So November, you are activating a timeline where people will want to like pay you a lot, okay? A lot of money is coming through, but you have to be very careful of which opposition you are accepting, and you have to be very tricky to be able to come at them from a neutral place. That will be your test, like something about a test is coming through in November, okay? And it's activating this timeline for you, but you will be able to be face to face with a lot of like powerful people in some way, okay, because of your gifts and abilities. We have the second timeline, we have justice. Wow, some of you could literally be in the justice system next year, or you already are. Like you solve cases, or you solve mysteries, or missing people's cases, okay? But you believe in equality, neutrality and logic. Look at that. Wasn't I telling you all about neutrality? And look at the neutrality word there. All right, so you're empowering people through your neutrality, through not going into extremes in situations, right? And I feel like this is going to help people choose you as their leader, because they know that you won't be partial, you won't do partiality with them in any way, okay? Wow. People are coming to you for advice, for answers, like they want to know what is your take on things, because you come at things from a very balanced place. Yeah, give me the third timeline, Spirit, third timeline for pile 1. We have trap. Wow. At the bottom we have gain and triumph as well. Okay, so with the trap here, pile 1, be careful, do not take risks, and we have a trap here. So because of your position and authority and the power that you're stepping into, there are people who really want to trap you, okay? And this is what you are going to, this is when you're going to come into your full power. Like, wow, this is amazing, guys. Let me know in the comments if you are working on these things. But I feel like you are going to help victims who are trapped get justice. You will help people who are tricked get their justice. You will help people who are allured or tempted by bribes and distractions. You will help the victims of those people get justice, and you will be able to also decide in some way what justice is or how justice should be served. Like, I think you are laying down the law in some way. I don't know whether you are in the position to lay down the law, or you are being brought to a position like that. You're being blessed with the position to be able to be on such a high level of authority where you can pass down a law, or whether you know certain people who can pass down the law based on your words, based on your gifts. It's like you could be hired in the government for the government to save itself from the 1%, literally. That's what I'm hearing. For others of you, you will be literally helping the community, your family, to be able to get out of any injustice that has been happening in their life by becoming the leader and taking steps like on a final destination level, like intuition on like 1000x, like 100,000x. Y'all tell me in the comments what's going on here, okay? Let me get the zodiac signs for you guys. But you're gaining a lot of money next year. Know that, okay? You're gaining a lot of money, you're gaining a lot of recognition, you're gaining a lot of awards because of what you're doing, okay? I feel like with nature as well, some of you could be going into nature a lot more. You could be working with nature, plants, trees, herbs, medicines, like plant medicine, these things, okay? You could be going to like sacred ceremonies or handling sacred ceremonies. You could also have a team where like there are lawyers who are ready to fight for you. If someone comes at you, like you might have to build a team for yourself in that way. Pile 1, Spirit. 3 timelines activating for pile 1. Oh, we have the King of Cups. Look at you in shorts, like enjoying yourself, right? Yeah, but you're balancing your heart out here, okay? Give me the second one, second timeline. Second timeline, we have the Star. Look at you becoming the Star next year. The Star and Justice. That's that's like you being like a famous lawyer or a famous celebrity or a famous leader, okay, because of your emotional intelligence and being able to empathize with others, okay, and sharing with others what you know. Third one, Spirit, we have High Priestess reversed and we have Temperance. Man, next year is a major year for you, pile 1, okay. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, Aquarius energy, Pisces and Sagittarius, and Cancer, okay. Oh man, I feel like you are going to raise people from their depression, or like the way that your energy is, it's like is going to activate people left, right and center. It's going to activate people on a very deep level to be able to heal themselves, to be able to cure themselves of any problems they are facing with their own intuition or not being able to trust themselves. I feel like your trust on your intuition will be on like a maximum level next year. It's reaching the maximum level. That's why we are getting that Final Destination stuff here, okay. I'm also seeing you experimenting, okay, with chemicals or with certain forces that can help heal certain diseases, or you could get famous next year, pile 1, for like getting a cure to a disease or getting a cure to a very big problem in any way, shape or form. You could do it on a small scale and that could like go viral or something like that, okay. You're activating these timelines for you to go viral, you to become popular, you to become a celebrity, you to become like famous overnight. You're activating this for yourself through your internal work here, pile 1, okay. And you're going to gain a lot from this because I see award here. Look at this, right? He's holding the award here. So I feel like you have the ability to also activate the timeline of like just being awarded for the kind of work that you're doing for everyone. Like people will be thankful to you, supportive of you, you know. Wow. So I think in the past you believed in like having sports cars, or you wanted that lavish, luxurious lifestyle, but then you're minimizing, you're healing that. You're coming out of that stage of wanting the luxuries that have been sold to you to then gaining the real luxuries of life, which is nature, protecting nature or being in nature or building lands or communities with people or something like that, okay. You could be activating that. You could be really realizing that nature is the most precious resource on our planet, but we have been made to believe that it's diamonds or gold or whatever. But nature is the main resource, because there's nature is nowhere in space, all right. They have like researched about this. So this is something you could be realizing and working upon this as well, okay. Wow, pile 1, this was deep. Let me know in the comments, guys, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? All right. I'm very excited, but I'm very nervous for the spiritual gifts that you're activating next year, okay. If you're a healer, by the way, you are going to become a famous healer as well. That's coming through as well, okay. So pile 1, this is what I have for you. Let me know in the comments down below, my loves. You can also check out my Patreon for exclusive pick a card readings, not available anywhere on YouTube, okay. It's in the description box, my loves. And you can also donate if you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, and peace. All right, pile 2, let's dive into your reading and see what timelines, what 3 timelines are you activating next year, okay. Pile 2. The first timeline that pile 2 is activating next year, Spirit. Hard work ahead. The first timeline that you're activating next year is hard work ahead, okay. Let's get another one. Spirit, tell me about the second timeline that pile 2 is activating next year. We have club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will, okay. Pile 2. What is the timeline that pile 2 is activating next year? What is the third timeline? What is the third timeline that pile 2 is activating. We have Valley. Deep personal strength and peace that assure success. Beautiful. Okay. Pile 2. I'll just keep these cards here. Okay. I feel like pile 2. There has been a situation in your life where I feel like you have been working at whatever it is that you're working at, but you haven't seen as much success as you would have liked to. Okay, maybe you have been focused on this work for a long time, and you have been working at it, but I feel like next year is the final hard work that you're putting into your work, and this will require dedication. That's what I'm seeing, right? The first timeline itself is asking you to put your mind, your spirit, and your emotions, your passions into what it is that you're doing. Okay, so if whatever you're doing currently is something that is not really suiting you, then it's time to really think about it, because next year is giving you an opportunity, a portal to be able to work really hard on what it is that you're really passionate about. Okay, so if the current job is not really pleasing you, right, next year is giving you the opportunity to do what actually pleases you and work hard at it. Okay, I feel like you are going to have a lot of time because of something that's going away from your life. So it could be a past job that was not really working out for you. It could be maybe a relationship that was really taking away a lot of your time and not allowing you to be yourself in some way. Maybe you got lost in a relationship, or you were doing things that were distracting you from what you truly wanted to do. And this year is the year to actually make ish happen. Pile 2. Okay, and that is why we have this timeline opening up for you, where you will be actually working hard, but working hard on things that matter to you, not on frivolous things, not on things that look good in others' eyes so you want to do it, not things that have been told that if you do this in society that you will have a good name or a good reputation or whatever. You don't care about those things. Next year it's like you're doing things for the sake of what you want, kind of, I could say embracing a little bit of narcissism. I'm not gonna lie, I'm seeing that, like you being very extra selfish. You have to do this because I feel like there are a lot of times when you have given to others, where you have been generous to others, and I feel like others have been kind of trying to deplete you of your goodness, of your time, of your energy. The more you give, the more the takers in your life have no limits and they keep taking. So you realize by next year that in this timeline you are only going to focus on what it is that you want to do, what it is that you love to do, and you're going to work super hard into it. Like you're going to put your blood, sweat, tears, soul into that work. Okay, and this is something you're going to have a lot of fun with. Maybe hard work sounds like it's, oh my goodness, it's so much hard work, I've already been doing hard work. No, this hard work doesn't seem like that. This hard work seems like fun. Like you're going to have fun while working hard at this. Maybe you could want to travel for work. Maybe you want to have the freedom to travel while you're working. So you could have like this kind of a job where you are traveling and you can sit from anywhere in the world and you can work, right? Just giving you an example. But for that, you also have to work consistently to prove that you are able to handle this job with the kind of discipline that you put into that particular company. Or if you have your own company, like you'll have to put that discipline in even more, because then you are the owner and every responsibility is onto you. Pile 2, right? So there's going to be hard work ahead. Next year is going to be filled with hard work, but it's hard work that feels like fun, that feels like vacation, that feels like, yes, I'm loving this. All right. And maybe at times you might feel like, damn, I probably need to take a break, and that's great. If you have to take a break from work, that's fine as well. We have to give importance to rest and play and work, right? And I feel like you will learn the balance of that next year. Like, this portal of hard work is activating you to be able to not only work hard and focus on your goals, but also be able to then balance your life out in that manner, where you're also learning that when you've put in a lot of energy into this thing, you also need to give it some time to breathe, all right? And give yourself some time to breathe as well. Okay, so there's a beautiful harmonious balance that's coming in your life next year. This is the timeline that you're activating. That's the first timeline. The second timeline that you're activating next year is that I feel like someone kind of has been in your life who has been against you in some way. Okay, this person could have tried to attack your work, attack you at work, attack your work ethics, attack your discipline, maybe try to distract you a lot. Maybe this is like a disguised frenemy. It's a frenemy, literally, or someone who acts as a friend but doesn't like what you have, doesn't like what you own, doesn't like how you can be focused. Okay, and this person can try to go make you do something against your will. Okay, now this could be with regards to money or property. So if this person has joint assets with you in any way, shape or form, and this person has a certain amount of control on your finances through maybe inheritance or winning or windfall that's coming in your life, because again, you are working hard, you're working on your goals, but this person would want to attach themselves to you because again, you are really flourishing next year. So remember that when you are flourishing, people see that on their radar, especially people who do not like you, because you choose the straight and narrow path. You are a very hard working person. So this person is someone who is like opposite to you. This person likes shortcuts. Maybe they love a lot of partying or doing substances, or they are kind of in it, right? Could be that kind of a person, very flamboyant, very cheeky, like, I don't know. Okay, that's the persona they put out, but internally they are very hateful of people who can build with a lot of struggle and hard work, because they don't know the meaning of that, I'm hearing. Okay, so this could be a person who hasn't struggled much or who doesn't know the meaning of struggle, to be honest, but they keep on pointing fingers at others and saying that no one else has actually everyone else is trying to sell something or the other and you're doing that too, or whatever, right? This person could have their own sense of judgments towards people, and this person could try to act like they have more money than you and you are here working hard on yourself, and this person could try to maybe include you in something that they are doing, or bring you into a partnership, or make you sign a contract which will look good initially, but it could actually destroy your hard work. It could actually take away what's yours. So be very careful of anyone who is trying to change your will, change your decision, change your power of attorney, I'm hearing, make you sign certain things that you would never sign. Okay, anyone who's trying to convince you that you should do this or you should do that, be very careful of these people, because this timeline is activating for spirit to test your will, spirit to test your intelligence on whether you only work hard and not educate yourself on the life experiences of someone who is against you, trying to convince you that they are the best person in your life. Will you be able to discern that? Okay, so there's a test coming for you next year where you have to be very careful and cautious of who you are collaborating with, signing papers with, who is convincing you, who is persuading you to go against what it is that you truly want to do or what you want to do. Okay, and I feel like once you overcome this timeline, pile 2, once you overcome this person who is trying to maybe take you away from your goals, distract you, try to manipulate you, gaslight you, or things like that, I feel like once you overcome this timeline, you will activate the third timeline, which is deep personal strength and peace that assure success. Okay, so your success is basically assured, pile 2. Okay, your success is assured because you're working hard, and I feel like there are people who are going to try to come in your life to test whether whatever you're working on, it's really not all that big, it's not going to do that well. Like, these people could convince you to go against your hard work, to go against everything that you have worked for until that time, until that point when this person comes in your life, or if this person is already in your life, could be a frenemy, could be someone who is close to you but they keep wanting to distract you or take you away from your goals, or whoever, right? It could be a family member, co-worker, it could be a boss, it could be whoever, okay? It could be a lover as well, like an ex-lover, right? Once you overcome this, pile 2, the sky is the limit for you, okay? But you have to focus on what it is that you're passionate about and keep working hard on that. Do not listen to these temptations. Do not listen to people who are trying to do this to you, okay? Because then the third timeline automatically gets activated for you, okay? Which is, again, you are going to have a lot of strength and peace in your life, okay? You will be able to know your strength within situations rather than you constantly thinking that other people are stronger than you, or you keep other people on a pedestal and give them your power away. Next year, that is ending. That has the power to end by you passing this test, okay? And you are doing this to yourself. By activating these timelines, you are testing yourself. Your higher self is testing you by doing this, right? So this is like a fun game, all right? Some of you need to check out my collective reading on there's an easy way and then there's a fun way, right? That's a collective reading. Some of you need to check that out, okay? That will help you. Some of you could definitely be receiving money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall for sure, okay? And if someone is trying to steal something from you, know that I feel like if you look into it deeper or work hard onto it, or kind of investigate it properly, you will get the right details out in order to be able to safeguard what you own, okay? That's coming through as well. So pile 2, spirit, pile 2, what timeline is activating for pile 2? What's the first timeline here? Please clarify the table. I'm hearing a lot of stability is coming in your life next year, okay? A lot of stability. Wow, we have the trine. Beautiful, guys. This is why this enemy is coming through here, because look at the flow here, the trine, okay? It's like you are being blessed by something in your birth chart. You could have a grand air trine in your birth chart, water trine, earth trine, fire trine, okay? You could have a grand trine in your chart in some way. Or this is activating in your chart next year. So this is going to allow you to flow in your workspace. Like, you will not feel like you're working. It's like you will feel like you're floating, okay? Like you are enjoying what you're doing. Like you're emotionally all into it. You love doing whatever it is that you're doing next year, okay? This could be something regarding emotions, or like maybe working in harmonizing people, or could be psychology, okay? Some of you could be getting into psychology next year, okay? You could be getting into like things that are beneficial for you. For example, essential oils, or you could be using them as diffuser while you're working. Like you will try to make your workspace heavenly for you in some way, okay? And this is going to motivate you to work even harder, you know, and love doing that as well, okay? There's a lot of support coming to you at your work, so I feel like your workflow is going to be smooth. If you are a business owner, there's a lot of clients coming to you. You'll be able to smooth talk them, you will be able to persuade them, you'll be able to convince them to you know, come to you, okay? Because you have a certain particular quality that nobody else has, because of the way you work, because of the relaxed energy that you bring into your work. It's like people automatically gravitate to you for your work, for your labor, for your products, whatever it may be, right? I feel like this is going to really help you enjoy the benefits of this time. It's going to enrich you. It's like your work itself is like curing all your vitamin deficiencies in some way. Wow, that's beautiful, guys. Pile 2, all right? So there's a lot of flow coming into your work, a lot of things flowing. So if you have not been seeing the efforts of your labor in the past year, I'm seeing next year you're activating a timeline where things are going to flow much more smoothly for you guys in terms of work. Okay, a lot of benefits coming to you. You could be getting promoted, you could also be getting gifted, or you could be getting bonuses, raises, promotions, like I said, you know, at your work. I also feel like you could start working on like you could do your work, the main work that you're doing, but you could also start like side hustles. Okay, next year there could be 2 side hustles that you start, and it will flow in beautifully with your current work. It could be an extension of what you're doing, but you will be handling that by yourself rather than working for someone else in a way. Okay, not to put all your eggs in one basket in some way. Tell me about the club, spirit. Tell me about the club. We have 4th house roots. Yeah, this is someone in your family, pile 2. Okay, someone who's trying to make you do something against your will is someone in your family. Could be a family member. It could be them wanting to take your property with the home here. You see the bed here, the will here, right? Someone wants to take away what belongs to you, and this was gifted to you. Like, this is gifted to you by your ancestors. Okay, I feel like this is returning to you in some way, shape or form. Okay, you are going to be very comfortable next year. I feel like you're activating a timeline where whoever this family member is, they will have to basically accept that they are defeated in some way. Okay, you're activating a timeline where you are getting the justice that you deserve for all the hard work that you have put into your life, into your work, for the kind of struggles that you went through, and you still smiled through it. You still helped other people through your own struggles. You were very kind and generous to people in your family who were struggling, or people outside who were struggling. It could be whoever, right? You were a very generous spirit, I'm hearing. So I feel like next year there could be some changes in home that's coming about as well. Now there could be someone who tries to like make changes to your home, or try to make you sign something against your will in terms of a property, a home. Okay, so be very careful of who you're listening to. This could be someone sent to you by a family member who could try to sabotage what you own by making you sign certain things that are not in your highest good. Okay, I feel like you're also activating a timeline where you could get into real estate yourselves. You could also focus a lot on your inner world. You are not that much focused on what's going on outside, or maybe like going out to the clubs and parties. Like you won't do much of that next year. Like you're focusing more on your inner world, on your inner richness. You could decorate or redecorate your home, or you could move into a new home yourself. You could own your own property by next year. Congratulations, pile 2. Okay, you could start cooking as well, or cooking classes. Maybe some of you love cooking or cooking classes. Wow, I'm tasting some very delicious food. Some of you love coconuts or cream pastas, or some healthy pastas, I'm hearing. Okay, something creamy. Okay, some of you will also be, you could get into like interior designing, or you could be getting into like family events is also what's coming through. You will basically change your habits next year. You are getting an opportunity, pile 2, to change your habits about what you used to do, how you used to be. Basically, maybe you were a party animal, or you were someone who liked to go out a lot, or whatever, right? But next year it's like you're focusing more on your foundation. You're focusing more on what is long lasting, what is going to stay with you forever, what is permanent in your life, even though nothing is, but still, right? The stability, that the foundation that you are requiring, whether it's solid, whether it's stable, or whether it needs more work from your end. And if it does need more work, you're going to flow into that, you know. So it's a very beautiful year for you. It's a very smooth, beautiful year for you. And there could be someone who tries to basically change your habits or things like that. I already mentioned the dangers here. So make sure that you are looking at who wants to take away your comfort zone, your comfort space, your roots, who wants to like tamper with your roots. Okay, keep an eye out for that next year. Okay, and make sure that you nip it in the bud, because this person will have to accept defeat once you are aware about what they are up to, right? So that is coming through very strongly. Pile 2. Give me one more, Spirit. Challenge. Yeah. So since, again, the challenge is for deep personal strength and peace. So I feel like your peace and your strength will be challenged in the third timeline here, where maybe because of the hard work that you're doing and the way that you're flowing, and you're receiving benefits and gifts, and your ability to persuade is strengthening, your ability to master your financial world is strengthening. It's like people might come to try to challenge your peace, or try to challenge your roots, try to challenge your strength and your stability. Okay, but again, that challenge is the tension that these people are creating in your life by stalling you, or trying to basically pressurize you in some way, or frustrate you by demanding something off of you and trying to make you struggle more than necessary, or try to maybe reconcile with you because they see you succeeding and they want a piece of your cake in some way, right? I feel like this will truly teach you who was there with you in the times when you were not as successful, versus the times when people genuinely cared and were there, even when you didn't have anything. And this will teach you who to trust, who to not trust. There's going to be a strength and a test of your willpower and your spirit, which will ensure that you gain the right amount of success based on the decisions and the choices that you make. Okay, these challenges are coming to strengthen you, and your personal strength is going to increase due to these challenges brought about by people who are close to you in some way, shape or form. You could have certain conflict of ideas or challenges, but you will be able to overcome them even though you have these challenges, is what is coming through. Pile 2. All right, so some of you could be Cancerians, Capricorns. You could be Pisces, Scorpio. You could have 4th house stellium. We have Justice. Wow, some of you could have come here from pile 1, some of you, right? But regardless, we have Justice. Okay, so equality, neutrality and logic. Yeah, something about you learning how to flow with being neutral, but also be able to balance other areas of your life. Rather than putting all your eggs in one basket to be able to work hard on one thing, you will be able to master 3 different things next year. You're activating a timeline for that. Like 3 streams of income is coming to you, and they are going to flow harmoniously. That's your justice. That's your justice that's coming to you next year. Claim it in the comments, guys. Okay, claim this. This is yours, my loves. Okay, if you're seeing 1111, you need to check out my 1111 video of 4 reasons why 1111 is following you. Okay, that's the title of the video. You can check it out in my videos down below in the playlist. Okay, so yeah, tell me about the second timeline, Spirit Club. We have evidence. Wow, you're going to find some evidence on this person who's trying to make you do something against your will in some way. It could be stealing a property, stealing inheritance, hiding wealth from you, hiding ancestral wealth from you, or trying to cheat you off of your money, real estate, family home. Okay, you could also be buying a new property, and so this person might want a piece of that as well, like after stealing from you or whatever, right? You could be dealing with such challenges because, again, your work is flowing smoothly. So this person wants a cake, wants a piece of your cake, wants a piece of your business, wants a piece of your income stream, and they don't want to work hard for it. Like, they just want to sit and get your money. And you will realize this, like, you will have evidence on this. Okay, again, number 555 is significant. You need to check out my 555 reading on what is going on. Give me the card for Valley, third timeline that pile 2 is activating. Some of you could be taking a lot of trips in nature, like trekking, or going to the mountains, or going in nature as well, going near like lakes, rivers, beaches. You could be like literally traveling a lot. We have stress, yeah. The challenges with the stress, and we have alliance, yeah. You will have powerful supporters as well on your path. Okay, so it's not just about the challenges, but it's also about the support that you will be receiving. Like that is ensured for you here. Pile 2. Okay, the whole card fell here, so hold on. So I feel like there could be people in your life who try to challenge you, challenge your maybe will, or challenge what you have found out. They could be giving you stress due to maybe some of you could be fighting a legal case, and if you are fighting a legal case, I feel like the evidence, like you could be tricked into believing that there is a lack of evidence on what has been stolen, which could stress you out, but I feel like you will be able to overcome that, okay, due to some kind of an alliance that you will have, someone who is loyal to you, who could give you an idea, okay. And this is fated for you, fate. This is me, tarot reader, telling you this, okay. So you need to probably consult me, like personally, if there is some kind of an issue going on here. I could be able to help you with an idea, okay. I don't know what that is, but since there is an alliance here, I see that you could be joining forces with someone else. It could be literally your legal assistants, a lawyer who is very, very good at what they do, and they will be able to easily spot evidence and be able to give the people who are trying to challenge you, like they'll be able to stress the opposition out as well, okay. And this will also help you overcome this challenge with a lot of personal strength and peace, okay, because this person was trying to challenge your peace, this family member, and now this legal ally is going to help you in overcoming that challenge, okay. So spirit, this could be like literally someone you fall in love with as well, okay. Pile 2. 3 timelines. The first timeline, pile 2, first timeline, we have 6 of Wands in reverse. Interesting. You might feel like in the first timeline that you're activating, where you're working hard, where things are flowing for you, you might feel like people are not giving you the success where it's due, and that's how it starts, where you start focusing on other income streams as well. And that will be a justice for you. That will bring a lot of balance in your life, because people who are not applauding for you, who are not cheering for you, they are jealous of you. They are jealous of your abilities, and you will realize this, okay, with the 6 of Wands in reverse. So I feel like whoever is not applauding for you for the kind of hard work you have done, it just means that either they don't have the capacity to do what you do, and so they don't appreciate you, encourage you, and for others they are jealous of the kind of hard work that you can do, and they want to like basically put you down for it, okay. So spirit, second timeline for pile 2, 10 of coins. Look at you inheriting something. I see you inheriting something, okay, successfully overcoming a problem with family money, okay, after going through a lot of paperwork for some of you. 5 of coins, okay. There has been like an illegal death in this family in some way, is what I'm hearing. You could be dealing literally with a criminal for some of you, okay, in your home, like a family. So pile 2, like I was saying, that you're definitely inheriting something. Now you could start working for a restaurant, or like you will start your own restaurant in some way. It could be that as well, okay, for some of you. That could be the next timeline, maybe the next income stream that could be getting very successful, okay. Or you could find out some evidence about someone that you have leased your property to, okay, and they could be getting like some kind of a legal settlement, or someone could be filing a case against someone that you have leased your property to, okay. And this is going to stress you out a lot, but it is going to challenge your ability to work hard for what you require, rather than just basically wanting to have but not wanting to work for it, okay. So that energy is going to be challenged, whereas your workflow is going to improve very much, okay. And there could be a lot of like war or argument or fight about like this particular issue within the family, but there will be some evidence that could stress your opposition out very strongly. Okay, anyone who's opposing you, I feel like you are getting justice, and that person is going to be stressed out by the level of evidence that is against them because of the alliance that you have, and people who are working on your side, they will have like ideas which are like genius level ideas, and this is fated for you to happen, for it to happen to you. Pile 2. Okay, some of you could be Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, Libra. You could be Leo, you could be Cancer, Pisces, Sagittarius. Okay, Pisces is coming very strongly, Leo, Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, so these are the signs I'm seeing for you guys. Pile 2. Let me know in the comments, wow, this seems like a very, very interesting year for you. Let me know, guys. Claim this for you guys, because you deserve this. You deserve it for all the hard work that you've put into this. Alright, my loves. Do check out my Patreon. It's given in the description box below if you would like to check out my exclusive pick a card readings, not available anywhere on YouTube. You can also donate to me on my PayPal. Did I say no, I meant Patreon. Okay, check out my Patreon in the description box for exclusive pick a card readings, and also you can donate to my PayPal if you like this message, if it resonates with you, if you want to claim it and give back. Okay, you can also check out my Etsy shop in case you want to book a personal reading with me, because some of you need a personal reading for this. Alright, so I'll be able to help you and give you some guidance on what you can do about this. Alright, Paltu. So thank you so much, my loves, and peace. Pile 3. So like I was saying that there's a rags to riches coming through for you guys. Okay, your story will be like published, or you will definitely like be talked about, okay, worldwide, or like you will get global recognition for something, or you could be releasing a book, you could be publishing something next year. Okay, people's lens and perception on you is going to change, and you're going to be a muse for the world in some way, shape or form, or whatever it is that you are sharing with people. It's like something very intimate about you is also going to come out, which is going to lead people to like be very, very like care a lot more for you and love you for who you truly are, yet not know a lot of things about you yet. Okay, that's something that's coming through as well. Pile 3. So let's get another one. We have death. Okay, complexity, family matters, and death. Okay, endless, harm, inevitable, family, complexity, and harm. I feel like you are overcoming the timeline that you're activating next year. The third timeline is where you are overcoming every family programming that caused you to not believe in yourself, to think of yourself as someone who will never achieve anything. I feel like you're overcoming all of that next year. Like you are mastering yourself. You are putting all the pieces of the puzzle back together in your life. You are no longer an incomplete human being with a lack of self-worth, self-love. Like you are letting go of any familial patterns or programming that was keeping you stuck in feeling small, in feeling like you didn't matter, in feeling less than, because of not getting encouragement from maybe your lovers or your family or your father, your mother. It doesn't matter. It's like you're overcoming all of that and you're reaching for the stars, and the stars are responding by recognizing you for your efforts. Like that's what is going on. Someone is truly falling in love with the mystery that you are as well. So that is coming through as well. Pile 3. All right, very, very interesting. So pile 3 spirit, any zodiac signs? We have Ace of Wands, we have Judgment, we have Nine of Coins reversed. Okay, so for the zodiac signs, I'm seeing Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, and Libra is coming through as well for you guys. Okay, my loves. Wow, So this is incredible, guys. Let me know in the comments and please claim this energy, because that's how it's going to come to you. Once you comment and claim that this is my energy, Brinda, I'm ruling. I'm taking this timeline for myself. All right. I'm claiming it for myself. I'm conquering it for myself. All right. Pile 3, also check out the description box for any further details if you want to get in touch with me, support my Patreon like we said, okay, support my Etsy shop. You can buy readings with me, or you can also donate to my PayPal. If you found this reading helpful, interesting, and you want to claim this energy, you can donate something that really will come back to you, my loves. All right, so thank you so much, my loves, and peace. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace. So pile 3, apparently I recorded your video and the whole video was not recorded. Okay, I'm facing these challenges a lot, but since this happened specifically in your pile, this tells me that this energy is very, very potent. All right, whatever you are activating next year is going to blow people's minds. Okay, because I recorded the whole video and I realized it's a big thing, and then the whole recording had, like, it was mysteriously gone. Okay, so just realize that there's something big that's coming up for you. Okay, and I'm gonna read it as if I'm reading it for the first time, even though I've read the whole thing. I've done a 30-minute reading on you guys. I'm gonna redo it. All right, and I'm doing it as if it's new for me, because otherwise the dark forces kind of enjoy it. The fact that I lost onto something, they kind of enjoy it, and I don't want them to enjoy it. I want me to enjoy my work, right? So I'm taking my power back, which tells me you are also activating a timeline next year, taking your freaking power back, pile 3. Claim it down in the comments below. I'm taking my power back. Give it back to me. The power lies with me, period. All right, so the first card for you we have is butterfly. Okay, this is the first card we got for you guys, pile 3. Let me tell you, you guys are glowing. You're having a glow up next year. Okay, people cannot stop staring at you. People cannot stop looking at you. I feel like you're changing your hair, you're changing the way you look, maybe you're changing your perfume, you're changing your dressing style, you're changing your aesthetic. The timeline you're activating is that you're releasing any ways that you kept yourself in a cocoon. Maybe right now you could be in a cocoon. Maybe you feel very shy, or you feel like you can't socialize, or you feel like that people won't accept you for your authentic self, for who you truly are, right? But that is completely switching up. Like, next year, the timeline that you're activating for yourself, I feel like people are going to reach out for you like moths to the light, you know. That's what I feel, and it's because of the internal changes that you're going through. I feel like you're releasing any toxic habits, patterns, situations that are no longer serving you, and you're entering a new chapter where you're changing yourself for the better. You're realizing what is a better version of you, what is the best version of you, right? Some of you could be doing some self-concept affirmations, or you could be focusing on self-love. You could be trying to understand like where it is that you have not felt good enough, and you're trying to do the opposite of those things and believe in the opposite of those things, right? You could have been cocooning a lot, because I feel like there are people who could not accept you being in power. People around you, people in relationships with you, people in connections with you, like they could not accept you in power. There's something very gorgeous about you, pile 3. Like, you're beautiful, all right? You're beautiful. And it's not just the outer looks, even though that is just an extra icing on cake, my loves. It's the internal beauty. I feel like it's shining through next year. Like, you are commanding attention, you're commanding presence when you walk into a room. Some of you could be doing some self-work. Like I said, you could be going to some classes to improve yourself, right? Things like that. Like, there's a whole glow up happening for you next year. This is the timeline you're activating, where you're realizing what colors you like wearing. Who are you, pile 3? Instead of you being lost in relationships and connections and trying to kind of imitate people around you and being like others. Like, you are not like anyone else, and you're realizing this. Like, you're realizing that you're much more than you ever gave yourself credit for. You know, maybe you always wanted people to appreciate you, people to love you, people to give you support, and you never received any of it because it's from a place of lack that you were giving to them. You felt like you lacked something, so you loved people a lot in order to gain their validation. But you realize that you actually did not lack anything. So you could be in that cocoon phase right now, and you're transforming into a butterfly, I'm hearing, okay? And this is going to change your entire life, your entire outlook on things. I feel like if you have been shy right now, right, you feel like you are closeted, or you don't feel like going out or meeting people, you're just happy in your comfort zone in some way, I feel like pile 3, you are definitely changing that about yourself in this timeline, where you will be a lot more social. Like, I see you rubbing shoulders with the right people at the right time. I feel like you will be socializing with people, with the right people at the right time. You will be at the right places at the right time. I see people talking about you in rooms that you have never stepped in before. There's a lot of like communication about you, or people talking about you. It's like you are the center of people's amazement because of your glow up, because of your ability to shine, okay, because of your ability to level up, to upgrade yourself. It's like you completely look different, you talk different, you walk different, you act different. That's the timeline that's available to you next year to activate, all right? And you're activating it. I see that, okay? Some of you could be changing the perfumes that you use. You could be using different perfumes, or you could be getting into, like I said, different hairstyles. You could be getting tattoos on yourself. Like, everything about you is transforming, okay? Because you did that internal work of like going through a very harsh phase of your life where you had to like stop loving people that were taking from you, stop entertaining people that were draining you. You did that internal work, and now you're glowing up next year. Like, you're coming out full force, and people are in awe of who this entity is. Like, you're like a whole new entity. You're like an alien, you know, amongst humans. Like, people just can't stop staring at you, talking about you, wanting to like rub shoulders with you, wanting to like be in your energy, okay? That's what I'm feeling, okay? There's a lot of fragrance around your energy, okay? That's what I'm feeling. So you're going to be like a social butterfly as well. You're going to go to different events, you're going to network with different people, and these people that you are meeting are going to be on your level. Like, they're not going to be jealous or intimidated by your success or by the way you're shining. In fact, they actually feel like that they are growing along with you, that they are not someone who's lacking behind. In fact, these people that you're meeting can actually teach you a lot of things as well, and you won't be jealous of that as well, because you are growing, you're in your own lane, you're not competing with anyone, right? You're in your own lane, and that's what is changing for the better. I feel like there's a whole lifestyle upgrade, there's a whole self-concept upgrade happening for you guys. Claim it in the comments, guys. You're taking your power back this year. This is your year to shine. Some of you could be coming from pile 1 and 2, okay? This could be like the amalgamation of pile 1 and 2 as well, okay, if you're coming from there. But let's see this is just the first timeline, the first card, okay? Let's see the second timeline. We have the basket. Ooh, wow. Okay, so with the basket, I am hearing that because of these changes, pile 3 that you are implementing within your life, okay, like the way you dress, talk, walk, the way your mentality is changing, where instead of just being feeling small about yourself, you're now changing into like showing yourself to others, being available to others, going and socializing and going to gatherings and talking to people. It's like you're being recognized in like different circles wherever you're going. And I feel like also you have this ability to like slip through people's fingers, especially if people are trying to drain you or trying to make you feel small or criticize you. I feel like you will realize them very quickly. Pile 3, all right? You will realize these people very quickly. People who are trying to basically make you feel as if like you are not all that, right? Like, I just suddenly became very conscious of my hair. So I feel like people who are trying to make you feel conscious about who you are, you will like see them and you will recognize them instantly. Like, okay, so this is a person who is a Debbie Downer. This is a person who doesn't have anything to do but to criticize others because they haven't achieved their goals. They haven't set their mentality strong and right on what they want to do, on what lane they want to achieve or walk on, right? So it's going to be very quick for you to realize like who is actually worth your time and who isn't, and this is going to be very intimidating for people, pile 3. Okay, so get ready for people getting a bit intimidated. You need to check out my reading, why are they intimidated by you, why are people intimidated by you. There's a pick a card reading on that, you can check it out. Okay, but with recognition and reward for merit, I feel like you are getting recognized for your skills, for your talents, for your abilities. It's like people want to like buy your services, people want to applaud your services, or they're recognizing your talents, your skills, your efforts, your gifts. People want to like, it's like they are finally seeing that you are someone worth the reward and the recognition here. Okay, so people are going to give you credits, they are going to want to collaborate with you, they are going to want to put you on a pedestal in some way, pile 3. Okay, I feel like you will be rewarded for the work that you do. You could be getting a raise, a promotion, an upgrade, okay, a level up in your lifestyle, in your the amount of money that you're earning. All of that is increasing. I feel like you're reaching a high level of like success, which is rippling itself out. Like it's not just contained in a small space, it's rippling itself out. Like I hear mouth publicity of what you do, or you could be on social media, you could be an influencer, you could be talking like that. So I feel like you could also be sharing your words, and you could be getting recognition for that. Okay, but I see a lot of like people recognizing you. I feel like pile 3, people are going to literally say that, oh my god, pile 3, I know you, right? I've seen you here, I've seen you on this content, I've seen you on this channel on YouTube, I've seen you on television, I've seen you somewhere. And people are just going to like flock to you like that. Like people are going to like maybe ask you to share certain things about your life, or like try to really rub off with you, like try to associate themselves with you to feel like better about themselves. Okay, so there's a lot of recognition coming here. What's the third timeline, pile 3? Let's see. 1818, as I said that. Seahorse. Okay, family matters. Okay, I feel like pile 3, either some of you have had a lot of family members who never really saw you and your worth. Maybe they felt like you were this tiny little caterpillar, that you're not going to make it, that you're not special, that you're not anything, right? You could have gone through a very dark phase in your life where you had to maybe distance yourself from negativity, distance yourself from toxic people, toxic friends, family, whatever, right? You had to go within, you had to really be in that hermit mode of like completely disintegrating parts of yourselves, parts of yourself that were not really serving you. It was making you small, it was making you weak, right? You looked at your weakness in the eye and you worked upon yourself, and now you are shining. And it's like your family members who really doubted you, who really underestimated you, like they are in awe of you, pile 3. They are proud of you. The family members who hate you, they secretly envy you, but they are like applauding you in your face, right? If you are distant from your family members, they are like your silent supporters. Like they really want to like come and see you, but they don't want to like latch on to you like that, because then you might think that because you're succeeding and because you're getting the rewards and merits for your work and you're getting famous, or you're being recognized, that they want to come to you. But that's not the case. I feel like there are some genuine family members who have always wanted you to win in life, and they really are coming through here to like share with you that they're so proud of you, pile 3. Okay, they're so proud of you, pile 3. All right, this is beautiful, my loves. So for some of you, if you want a family, I think next year you are activating a timeline where you will be able to have a family with someone as well. Someone who is on maybe an equal level with you. Someone who is also as ambitious. Maybe I'm hearing power couple with you. They want a power couple, right? And family matters to them. Taking care of you will matter to them, I hear. Okay, so if this is a new person, it will matter to them that you are taken care of in every way. And if you already have a family, I feel like the bond between you and your spouse is going to really blossom, okay, because of your glow up as well, okay, for some of you. Pile 3. So let's see, pile 3, the first card, clarifying butterfly, is Mercury. Look at you guys, your intelligence, pile 3. It's getting recognition. Your communication skills, your intelligence, the words you use, the thoughts that you have. Like, people are trying to analyze to see like what flaws they can find, but I feel like they just give in to your sweetness. Okay, I see honeybees here, so I see honey, right? There's something very sweet about you. The way you talk is very sweet. So even if they try to analyze certain details about it, like, they just cannot stop like flocking to you, okay, regardless of what they figure out. The information that you're sharing, maybe you could be publishing a book, or you could be publishing an article, or you could be blogging about something, you could be doing something on the internet. Okay, you could also start learning about something as well. So you could be taking courses on this timeline. The first timeline, I think it would be great for you to work on your self-concept, which I think if you're already working on them, kudos to you. This timeline is very much nearby you. And for others of you, you need to start learning, right? Learning about the skills that you want to accumulate, the talents that you want to work upon, right? Learning about these things, and maybe getting a mentor for yourself, you know, to be able to then be guided on this path for yourself. Because I think people are seeing you as smarty pants, pile 3, okay? On this first timeline here, I feel like people see you as very smart with ideas. You're someone who also could be into reporting. Like I said, you could be reporting certain things. You're very aware as well. Like, you're very aware about like what's going on, or what people should know about, what people need to care about, and you bring a lot of awareness to people, you know, because of your vision. I feel like the way that you see the world, the lens through which you basically read situations is very, very amusing. I'm hearing you're like a muse for people, okay? Some of your palate could be changing as well in this timeline. Like, your taste could be changing towards food, so maybe you are changing your diet, or you're changing the way you eat, which is also helping your glow up. You're also very curious, pile 3. Like, you're in this timeline where you're like meeting other people, you're socializing with other people. I feel like these qualities of you are being very highlighted, that you're a very sweet talker, you're very persuasive, that you are someone who goes with the flow, but you're not someone who sticks around, or who's like draining other people, or who wants other people to stick by them. It's like you are very go with the flow, and you also flip out of sticky situations that do not serve you in the long run. Okay, you are very like you're coming through as like a diplomat in some way. I don't know why, like a powerful politician who knows how to slip in and out of situations is coming through as well. Even though you're like a muse, you know, there's something very like diplomatic about you at the same time. Very Libran energy, or Gemini or Virgo as well is coming through here. Okay, so people really wonder about you in this first timeline. Like, damn, pile 3. We wonder, like, how are you doing this? Like, how are you saying this? How are you talking like this? How are you glowing up like this, right? And I feel like past people from your life, like your exes or people who you cut off, like they are so jealous of your glow up, because they see you succeeding, they see you getting the rewards, but they can't be a part of it. So some people are jealous of this, some past people, and whereas others are really applauding you silently for this as well. Okay, we have care here as well for the first timeline. So I feel like the way you speak on this timeline as well, like the way you communicate with people, is also invoking a lot of care in people's hearts towards you, because they want to flock to you. They want to like pull your chair when you are like, you know, you want to sit on a table with them. I feel like they want to like open the door of the car when you want to like go in the car and sit, even if it's your own car. I feel like there are people who are just so much like they want to cater to you, they want to like assist you, because again I'm seeing the bees here, right? Bees, and then I'm hearing the queen bee, right? So something about you being like recognized, you being the queen of communication in some way, or something about your communication is really upgrading, pile 3 next year. Okay, and people are really going to cater to you because of this. Like someone will want a family with you. Like people will instantly see you and want a family with you. Okay, so be careful about this. All right, pile 3. But I think you will have a very good social knack of being able to like switch and switch, and I'm hearing bait, like I don't know, like you will bait someone else and switch and move to another location or whatever, right? Because you will know how to come in and out of situation very easily. That's what I'm hearing. So yeah, you will leave people wondering for more or curious for more. Okay, that's what I'm hearing for some of you. So that's one timeline that you're activating. The next is, again, because of all these internal changes and the way you are presenting yourself with a lot of confidence, you're gaining a lot of recognition, which is then 8th house intimacy. Wow. So I feel like people will see you as an investment, pile 3, in the second timeline. So because of the first timeline, the second timeline gets activated, where I feel like this could be in Scorpio season, Gemini season, or Virgo season, by the way. But the second timeline could be activating in Scorpio season. Yeah. So you could be getting rewarded for, again, the kind of work that you do, which is like you could be a very intense communicator, or like people see you as an intense authority figure in some sense. Okay, they see you as someone who's also secretive and mysterious, but also people getting obsessed with you because of your recognition. So like pile 3, get ready for that. Okay, people will want to like flock to you, come take autographs, or please, I recognize you, so can I take a picture with you? Like pile 3, I'm hearing you're becoming a star next year. So you better like prepare yourself for this. Like maybe you might want to go back in your shell because of all this recognition that's coming your way. But I think it's owed to you, because wow, look at that, homeless. I'm hearing rags to riches. Rishis. Some of you, I don't know, could be interviewing like rishis or like sages or things like that. Okay, that's something that came through as a download. But regardless, I feel like this is like a rags to riches story. Some of you could be inheriting something on the second timeline as well. Like you're going from rags to riches, and you're being recognized for this because of your way of communication and making people feel cared for through your communication. Okay, helping people like heal their intimacy issues, heal their communication issues because you did it, is also coming through. Okay, there are a lot of like people who like love you with intensity or care for you with intensity, and the second timeline will like activate that as well. Okay, so there's a lot of mysteries and obsessions that you will realize in this timeline. Some of you could be doing like kundalini yoga, breath work. People could be like stalking you. Okay, and you could be inheriting something, like maybe you had gone through a period of homelessness, or maybe you someone like stole something from you, or a property or whatever. But I feel like because of you being recognized, like people will know about this story. Okay, damn, pile 3. Okay, because some family members could have been really jealous and they tried to like steal what was yours, and you like come out in the open about that and communicate about that, and people start caring about you. People like fall in love with you, pile 3. Like they think you're a muse. They are amazed by your glow up and growth, and they want a piece of that. They want to associate themselves with you. Okay, next year, again with the quincunx here for the third timeline, complexity, right? So you could have like grown up in a very complex family structure where like maybe you grew up with a certain family, and then you shifted families, or I don't know what's going on here, but there's something complex about your family structure which could have caused you to feel like people never believed in you, they never encouraged you, they never really got to know the real you, but they constantly tried to make you feel like the black sheep, or like you didn't matter, or that you were nothing. They kept making you smaller, right, in sizes. But I feel like it's like these family members are really getting irritated by you and puzzled by your success and by your mysticism. Okay, by the complication that you're causing because of your recognition. These family members could really have to adjust a lot to like see you succeed and see them like crumble before you. Okay, you could also become an educator. You could start educating people on this timeline, okay, about family complexities and how to heal that. You could also like make other people curious about like what it is that you have learned, about what courses you have done, or what inner study you have done by going through depression. Okay, we have death card here as well. Some of you could be Scorpio as well here. Okay, with the death card here, I feel like people and family members who wanted to harm you, right? I feel like these people can't help but fall in love with you. Like people who really like wanted your demise, or wanted you to stop talking, or wanted you to like shut up, right? They tried their best to shut you up, but it's like that the thing that they opposed you with, that is the exact thing that's ultimately leading you to your success. Okay, so no one can stop you. Like you are unstoppable this year, the next year, I mean, you're working on it, all right? And people are falling in love with you with Venus. I think you will also have a very healthy love life. People are also going to be pondering about whether you have someone in your family or whether you're alone, because I feel like you keep your family private. Something about your family remains private because of the level of global success that you're achieving through your recognition and reward for the kind of work that you're doing, okay? Because the way you are communicating with people is very intimate. It reaches into people's souls. And I feel like you can also help a lot of homeless people get rich, or you can also help like motivate them and care for them so that their whole situation changes, just like you did yours. I feel like you will help a lot of people just like that. You will care for a lot of people, but again, you have to also maintain your own privacy and your own life, so you will make sure that you balance that, okay? So that's coming through very strongly. So let's see the zodiac signs for you guys, pile 3. Claim this in your energy, okay? We have Libra, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, we have Libra again, we have Leo, we have Taurus, Sagittarius, we have Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, okay? These are the signs that I'm seeing mainly. Yeah, Libra is very strong here. All right, so you're getting justice for all the pain that you had to go through, pile 3, all right? I feel like you will definitely be getting recognition now if you are into acting, or I feel like people in high places will want to like be next to you or learn from you. I feel like you are like this this intense authority figure that made it from nowhere, or made it from a very bad situation. Like you came out of a very difficult, complex family structure that was oppressing you, that was making you feel like you were better dead than alive. Like that's what I'm hearing. You've been through like something intense, and this is catapulting you next year. Like this is like your ultimate like show off moment. Like that's what I'm hearing. Like you can show off your complete self, authentic self, your vulnerable self, and there could be people that like get obsessed with you, start stalking you, but there can also be people that truly support you, care for you, and like open up to you in ways that you have never felt love before, through like strangers. I'm hearing through people who you never expected to like care for you so deeply, but that's because of your heart, pile 3, you know, because of the heart that you carry. I feel like people are going to flock to you and going to ask you for your help and for your consultation, and I think your value is also going up. The way you charge is also going up. Your self-worth, your self-esteem is completely upgrading to a whole new level where it's kind of unreachable. I'm hearing like it's the way you're changing is unreachable, it's unfathomable. I'm hearing the complexity of your growth is astounding. I'm hearing and your family members are like shocked at this, all right? Yeah, if someone tried to like steal something from you, maybe a home, right, make you homeless, this person could like be caught or something like that, okay? Or this person will go through like a huge ego death because of everything that you share about this person. Okay, yeah, it's like the heaven and the underworld, like both are supporting you on your journey. Like even aliens, I'm hearing like different constellations are like in support of what you're doing, because you are bringing a great change to the kind of people we need on famous levels. Like there's no more fake famous people anymore that are going to exist in this timeline. So you're activating authenticity within fame, you know, within famous within the famous people in some way. Okay, you're teaching people how to be more authentic, how to be more themselves. Okay, this is beautiful, pile 3. Like claim this below. Like you're selling out, by the way. Like you're sold out. You're getting a lot of clients. you are receiving a lot of applause, a lot of recognition. You could be getting awards or called for awards. People are recognizing you where you never thought they would. People from like all parts of the world, like that's what I'm hearing, are recognizing you. Okay, and if you like open up a Patreon, okay, for the first timeline here where you're learning about things, you can start up your Patreon and start communicating on the things that you're learning about yourself, maybe about your growth, about your personal development, how you're overcoming certain confidence issues or whatever, and people will flock to you. I'm hearing like people love your communication and your sweet style of communicating, so they will care for you and they will support you, okay, on your Patreon. So if you start your Patreon, people will support you on that as well. Okay, a lot of people are flocking to your Patreon, I'm hearing, so that's there as well. Pile 3, so let me know in the comments. Check out my Patreon, guys. You can support me on my Patreon because I share my pick a card readings over there, which are very unique. You can also book a personal reading with me on Etsy. My Etsy shop is given below. Please like, share and subscribe to this reading. Also, you can give back to me by donating to my PayPal, my loves. It's in the description. Alright, thank you and peace.